All right, friends, we got some projects to do today. Not this, but that'll be its own video at some point. So we might as well dive in and get started, and we're gonna do that right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, Ross the Oliver Man. This here 1655 diesel was dropped off a while ago. Not mine, but we'll talk about that in another video. So yeah, we'll see a lot of that in an upcoming video. I got some parts for the crawler, but due to technical difficulties, today is about over. So I will have to start on that tomorrow because I don't want to be halfway done in something, but I think we're getting close to where we might be able to hear it run, so that's fine. I've got some little piddly things, if you want to call it, that we can do to several different tractors. I'll probably take the pickup down there because one of the things is I got a battery in the back for something. We got Buddy the dog there. He's munching on some doggy chow, aren't you, pal? The problem is he won't hardly let me get it out of the bag before he jumps up and starts having it, so it gets spilled all over the place, but that's okay. Oh, I see that I'm gonna have to do my nightly ritual of putting calves back in the pen. These little calves, what they do when the calves are over on this side, they crawl out underneath the wire and then they hang out here, but then the old cows move around and they don't understand that they have to go back around, so then they walk over here and they're right on the other side of the fence of the old cows, but they don't understand how to get back to them, so I have to manually run them one direction and what have you, but that's okay. We've dealt with animals before. They're just not too swift, friends, sometimes. Let's go over here and find our little red feller. Last time we messed with this, we had a technical difficulty in the form of our muffler clamp was not playing nice. Luckily, I grabbed some at the store. So we're gonna try to make that more better-ish. I don't know if you can see there, can you? Let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's not glaring too bad. We're gonna make use of our brand new gift from a viewer, the pass-through socket set, which I think should do this job handily, providing that Ross didn't totally mangle this up to the point of no return. Okay, we want to go this way. I should have known better than to try to reuse this, but it was another one of those deals where it was like the weekend and I couldn't get, the store that I normally use wasn't open, so I just had to roll with it. And I bet you what's going to happen here, it's looking like to me, the nut is stripped off inside and it's not going to come off, which means we're going to fight the entire way because it just won't play ball. That's kind of a sad thing, friends. Ross is getting angry. Oh, good. Abusing it with with a hammer fix the problem. I think I should probably cut more reliefs in that, or I could just try what I tried the first time and hammer it home. Why wouldn't that work? It's more apt to work this time because I've got the correct size muffler clamp and it's also 3/8 instead of 5/16. You can get them both, friends, and I always prefer the 3/8 ones because it just seems like they are more stronger, more better. Let's also see if it's possible. It may not be at this point. It's amazing how stupidity can cause you so much issue. What I'm trying to do, which you can't tell, I'm trying to put it in such a way where perhaps the pointy part is in towards the hood so that it's not catching things like me. Now on this front wheel assist one, it's not going to be as bad. But on the two-wheel drive ones, I feel like I probably would catch it. I don't know. Maybe not. The one bad thing though is that we're kind of maxing out our ability here with the. I bet this isn't going to work. Who wants to predict that I will get this socket stuck in between the hood and the muffler? I'm getting there. Don't worry, friend. Before this is done, I'll create a situation which is very difficult to undo. Yeah, we're getting there. Don't worry, friends. Don't worry. There we go. 3/8 muffler clamp. You can really wrench down. You can really wrench that down and get it nice and solid. So that is done. Now, so test number 1 of the pass-through socket set, that is a win. That is a win. We'll try it on another one here in a second. Here's the part number if you need an 1 3/4, 3/8 thing. And here's the part number of a 2-inch one, which I think is what we'll need on the other one. That is neither here nor there. Let's hear it run. It's another cold day for some reason because we can't seem to ever have, you know, springtime, summer. Oh, it's back up to its old tricks. I guess that starter really is crap. I don't know. Cold start. That looks so much more better. We gotta pick up our parts we took off. One of my little bird flappers has come loose. That's kind of sad. I don't think I can do that one-handed, but that's okay. We'll just, you stay there for another day. I think what would do this a lot of good is taking it out and plowing with it. Let's sleep. Sleep. We need to get, oh man, I thought of something else we could have done to this, but I didn't bring it along. The ADD kicking in. I hear Buddy the dog barking at those calves. I was going to put some of that wire loom that the viewer gave me on our new battery cable, which is tucked down under, because the lid of that has been leaking, and if it hits that, it's going to swell that rubber up. So I think we'll do that. We can do that tomorrow. It's not hurting anything. It's not going anywhere. We'll see where we get to. This is probably not going to be an exciting video, friends. I hate to tell you. I'm in catch-up mode. I haven't got anything accomplished today. So we're going to try to tackle some little things that need to be done, but probably aren't interesting enough for their own video, so we'll just jumble them all together. Oh, friends, we're going to have to get those little calves very shortly because they're starting to really become annoying with their mooing. Now, this sad sack. I think I was going to try to paint that a little bit, but It would be nice to, see, it really needs to go like right there. But I think we have ruined it enough that we're gonna have to do some little compromises to this plan. I don't even know that this is really what we need, is it? I don't think I can point this one in either. I should have probably got two of the same size, just like what I had a minute ago, because I don't know that I'm going to get that exactly right. If I put that in, it's gonna hit. That's okay. I can live with it. I can live with its ridiculous looking stuff. If I can, I could always saw the end off of it, you know. Let's see what we get. Boy, that solided that right up immediately. Yeah, that's very solid. It looks kind of peculiar, but I think it's going to work. I think what I'll do before we're done, or before we take these to a show or anything again, I think I'll take this off and paint it like with black stove paint. Because I'm pretty sure all the mufflers that Oliver used were black anyway. They were never silver colored, but I can't tell you that for sure. Most of the ones I've ever seen were black in color. But I need to clean that up a little. I got that a little bit roughed. But if I would do that, then this little thing is what I want. I need to get a exhaust cap for this, which I also thought that I had done, but I guess I forgot. And I need to measure it and see what it is. What did I decide that was? I can't remember. And I don't have a tape measure handy. I think it's inch and a half, maybe. Maybe it was 1 3/4. I can't remember. But anyway, that's on the list, and then that is the best that can be. And that one will be complete looking. I like that better. I don't know. It just makes it look happier. I don't know. Somebody in the video said it was too tall, but I don't think so. I think that's about an appropriate height, especially if you're riding it so that it's not blowing right in your face all the time. So I can live with that, and then that deal is good. Now, sadly enough, over here we have more sadness. This little thing. I'm telling you, friends, I have tried and tried and tried to get the correct, I call it an elbow, but it's not really an elbow. It's a piece that bolts with 2 bolts. You can't see, it's too dark. But it's got a flange with 2 bolts and a piece of pipe that comes up. And this one is all mangled and welded on and not the right size. And I have tried 2 different places ordering to try to get the correct one. And every place, whenever it shows up as the other one that's too big. So I'm getting quite frustrated, friends, because I can't seem to have it work out my way. So I guess the next thing I'm going to do is try to modify one or make one. I don't know. But we got to get this done right, because I bought a nice new muffler for it. We just have to get that done so we can do that, and we can start working on this project, I hope, when the weather starts getting nice, because we want to get rid of all of this Murphy switch nonsense, get that out of there, put a proper battery cutoff on it. We got to tackle the wiring, which is hacked up. We got to tackle the fuel system, which is hacked up. And I got all of the pieces. I mean, I'm about 99% sure. I just got the other day, I should lay this stuff differently so that it doesn't, I don't know. I don't want it to hit the ground, but I also don't want it to ruin my seat cushion. So let's just lay that there. I think that'll be fine. That's a valve cover gasket. Stupid birds, we don't need you. What am I trying to say here? Well, I've been slowly gathering parts is the moral of the story. And I think I've got pretty well everything I need to unconfunculate this. It just is going to take me some time. And it would be better if it was consistently nice weather so I could just leave it sit outside with the hood off and be messing with it for a couple days till I get it squared away. I don't know. I mean, it's all little things, I think, on this one. The thing runs great, and once we get that settled, like I want to work basically on this half here. And once we get that all figured out, then we'll deal with the back, because, let's go around. On the back side, the bizarre thing about this is it has no 3-point on it. We have the rock shaft, and we have some of the other stuff that holds it, but we don't have any of the things. And then they have cobbled in somehow a remote valve, and that doesn't even work. So we need to figure out what to do. I would be more of the mind to put 3-point hitchback on it, and you can see that I've got 2 pins up there that I think I can make go in there. And then over here in our pile of shame of things that we were too lazy to put away in the shed, I have the uprights and 3-point arms for a David Brown 990, which is exactly what that is. So that should fit right on there and do the thing. And that reminded me of something else that I was going to educate the population on. Let's set this here and then I'll forget where I put it. But David Brown 5 and 600 were, or the Oliver 5 and 600 were David Brown built. They built them until David Brown got the chance to sell tractors in the United States under their own name, and then they told Oliver no more. So that was it. And for a long time there was a serial number range, and that was thought to be it. But many of these 600s fall outside of the serial number range, including this one, which proves that there must have been one more order of them that went outside, because it's got an Oliver tag and the whole works. So they either were using up stuff they had left, or they agreed to do one more order. I don't know. But most of the 600s that I have stumbled across in my travels fall outside of the what was always known to be the acceptable serial number range. So anyway, when they pulled the plug and said no more, then Oliver didn't have a foreign utility tractor to sell. So what did they do? They went with Fiat, and that's how we got this thing, a 1250 and the 1450. They went with Fiat, and that's what happened. So that's where they came along. Now, what I was going to bring is, because people send me questions all the time on the internet, Facebook, comments, whatever. I get so many messages every day. And I feel like it's still not understood that this is not the same as a 1250A. This is a 1250. The body styling is different and everything. And the question that somebody asked me was about the headlights. And what they had done was, he bought this, he's got a 1250A. And he bought this style of reproduction headlight, and he's trying to put it on the 1250A, and he's looking at this and saying, I don't have the right bracketry, whatever, to make this happen. Well, they're not the same. This is not at all the same. And let's go look at the other one, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this here 1250A uses the body styling like all of the later Fiats. It's the same exact sheet metal, the styling. It is very different from the early styling. The headlight mounting on these, there are 3 holes. And this is a reproduction headlight, but it would have went in there. There actually, I think, was a bracket that bolted in there, and then it sat out, but they sat a lot closer, and they would have been like this. But whenever Oliver started getting these 1250A and on, they discontinued ordering them with the front headlights. The European style, they're actually made by a company called SIEM, S-I-E-M. They did not go that route. Oliver went their route with American headlights and started putting on these brackets on the fenders with these Hobbs lights. And that's what they did. So when the tractor was shipped over, it had no wheels on it, it had no lights on it, it had no grill on it, most likely. And if it did have a grill on it, it was just the bottom half, no top insert, because when it got here, they sawed out all the bars and put that thing in, and then they put in their other insert. This is the wrong one for this style, but you get what I'm saying. And they put on American tires and wheels and American lights and what have you. So none of these from the 1250A on had the European style headlight in the United States. They just did not. And these are not even the same. This reproduction style is not the same as the kind that's on the older ones. All right, digging in my Ross pile, I have an extra set of these. And you can see the difference. Although they look similarly shaped, they mount up to the tractor in an extremely different way. This one has a gigantic piece of tube, and the tractor has a big hole in the radiator frame and through the sheet metal. This passes through the sheet metal, and then in the radiator frame, if you recall videos, I have filmed putting these on. There's our stragglers that don't seem to understand how to get back to their mommies. These conical washers, like one is this way and the other one is the opposite, and they squeeze tight, and you can adjust your angle and things, and that's how they fit up to the tractor. Whereas these other ones and the later ones did not do that thing. They did a much different thing. And I've seen different style, like really thick tapered brackets and things and what have you, but they don't even come out of the thing the same. I mean, so they are not the same, although they look similar. They are not created equal. And this style headlight here will not fit this tractor at all without some serious modification, like drilling a gigantic hole through there. And then the radiator frame still will not be made correctly because, like I said, it is also mated conically dished so that it does the thing. So just because they look similar does not mean they're created equal, and that's not going to do the thing. So if you're got one of these and you think, boy, that's cool, I'd like to put those old style headlights on, first of all, good luck finding them, because they're not easy to always find. Whenever they come around, I try to buy some. Ever since I started collecting Fiats, because I discovered all this. I have only learned this information in the last few years. But this is the style you can get off of the internet. 2 of them for whatever. And I'm not saying you couldn't make these work and be similar copy, whatever, but you're going to have to do some creative stuff. Because if you just mount this on directly, it's going to be downhill, you see? And that doesn't look normal either. So hopefully that answers people's homework or people's questions on all that, because I don't know how else to explain it, friends. I'm trying my best, but a 1250 and a 1250A are not created equal. That's the whole point. Well, we've got 6% battery left, about 6% sun left, so sure, Buddy the dog is guarding the path. Do you have anything treed, or are you just laying there for fun? You're just laying there for fun watching me. Now he's gonna follow, which is gonna be unfortunate, because when I try to move these little calves back to where they belong, they will go crazy if they see Buddy the dog, because they fear him very much so. Well, Buddy the dog, somehow we missed the memo, didn't we? Now we're gonna have to take some hay out while it's getting darker all the time. And I bet you that those 2 front tires on that John Deere didn't fix themselves, because I sure haven't had time to yet. Sorry, we're easily distracted Aren't we, Betty the dog? You're gonna go that way? Okay, I'm going this way. Sure, this is one of those days that I'm pretty well, like, it needs to be over. But there's still stuff that we have to do. So I guess it's not over yet. We're gonna have to work on that 200 at some point. I also wanted to, which we'll probably throw in the next part of this video, which I'll have to film tomorrow. We want to get all the pieces of that 550 seat together, get them cleaned up and painted so we can start assembling that seat. Oh look, just as I thought. It isn't fixed yet. How's the other one? Totally flat too? Awesome. This should probably also be on tomorrow's agenda. But, you know, why would it? Why wouldn't we just inappropriately keep kicking the can down the road? Come on, buddy, you got it in you another time. It'll go, don't worry. 10 out of 35. 15, we're halfway there, kind of, sort of, not really. Okay, we're almost there. That's good enough. 35.3. Yeah. Man, you can hear it leaking. We're on borrowed time. Now we got to get ourselves way back over here to that one, which is now extremely flat as well. We'll get you. Of course, it's, you know, 3 inches from this post. Why? Probably because I forgot that they went flat. Actually, last time I did this the other day was not a good day either. And I was in such a hurry and I didn't think. What a shocker. Hopefully my battery holds out enough to get that round again. It's got 6 pounds of air in it, so that's good. Hang in there, little buddy. We need you. Well, I'll bring you back when we're ready to roll, because right now this ain't very interesting. But let's just hope we can get this accomplished, because we have to move bales, and this is just the easiest one to use for that. I need to get some steps made for that 700 white, and then I wouldn't be opposed to trying it, but I'm not jumping in and out of that cab with no steps, because it's a man killer. I about broke my leg last time doing that, so we'll just make the best of it, you know. The answer to your question is no. Yeah. We didn't have enough juice, but we had enough juice to get it kind of round, so we'll take it over and use an actual air compressor to air this up. Why not work twice as hard today? Sure. Also, what you're going to want to do is park your pickup right in the way. So, sure. Oh, that's road gear. Whoops. Okay, well, we still kind of have a little daylight out here helping us, but not really. Okay, got to get the air chuck and finish that one off. Probably top that one off before we're done too. Hopefully this one works. I had one of those longer ones and accidentally drove over it the other day, so now it's junk. It's fine. you know, it's fine. That might work. Might not, but it might. It might actually take longer than the air inflator. Just because, you know. Quite honestly, that would probably last us. But I'd rather go the distance at this point and make sure. Because I don't want to have it. These are two almost brand new tires. That one is brand new. As of last year. And I really hate to destroy them because of stupidity. So, we're going to try. We're going to try. I think that'll do us. We don't really have time to get distracted. But I noticed that I don't hear the Cyclops clicking. Which has been another theme of this year. Cyclops, why do you keep fighting me? Is there some reason why? I keep fixing this, and it keeps acting up. Takes it a minute to wind up, depending on how long it's been. Why are you not flashing? Click but no flash. Change the 2 amp fuse on the right. Oh, Cyclops. It's got a problem. Light flashes every other time short on fence. But it's not flashing every other time. It's flashing every like 4 times. I tell you. If it's not one thing, it's another. What if I disconnect? That's it. It's that leg. Okay, well, it's obviously it's in the area that we're going. We got to take hay out. We'll deal with the Cyclops later. But it's obviously a problem in this end where we're going. Sure. Do we have any fence action here? No, it's dead before it gets to here. So that would mean that our trouble is that way. We don't need to chase cows in the dark. It's not really dark yet, but I guarantee you on the camera it looks super dark. It's a struggle bus, but what are you gonna do? No electric here either. which tells me the trouble is down that way again. Great. Great. What do you think, buddy, the dog? You people can't even see him. It's kind of pointless to film at this point in the night. So just take my word for it. We're gonna feed, and then I'll bring you back tomorrow and we'll finish this up. All right. Mission accomplished. Tires stayed up. We really need to fix those though, because this is getting super annoying. I just have to have time to do it, which I haven't had. So I'm gonna try to figure out what else I'm gonna put in this video. I got lots of projects that need to move forward, some for other people that are way behind schedule, and we need to make this happen. So let's get after it, body. Come on, you can't be tired. You have to keep going, no matter how many hours it takes. Let's go. I hear some donkeys. I don't know what our fence problem is, but we're gonna have to figure it out. I mean, I think it's still clicking. I don't know. We'll come over here and quickly disconnect and see. I suspect our trouble is in this nighttime pin, but one never knows. It could be a different place. If I disconnect this, will it go? Let's go see. Let's go see if it's clicking now every time. Look at that. Every time. Okay. Well, I guess we'll leave that unhooked for now, because then we have electric everywhere except for where they're at right now, but that's also got panels. And then the in-between piece, that should keep them fine till morning, because if I hook this up, all it's going to do is destroy the fuses and be done. But I know my trouble is from this gate that we just unhooked, somewhere in this nighttime pin, to the other corner, because it never made it. Like where we were just a minute ago and we unhooked it, the electric never made it that far. So this poor nighttime pin here needs a lot of attention. We just got a lot of issues that, see, the other day our problem was right here, and it's not that, unless the insulators are bad and grounding out. I guess tomorrow's problem is going to be fixing this, because it looks like we're not going to have a choice. Oh, I see it. Amazing. Doing this in the dark makes it easier to find. I don't have it hooked up though, but here's the problem right here. No insulator here anymore, and it's been grounding right to that post and shutting her down. So I'm gonna go grab an insulator and put that on, and we'll turn the electric back on, and it should be good to go. They have just absolutely destroyed this though. They've pushed the whole, everything's loose. We need to just buy a trailer load of panels and start over, don't we, cow? Huh? Can't even see them if their eyes weren't glowing, could you? Isn't that right? People like you have been causing all of this trouble, haven't they? Not even gonna say moo about it? Okay, fine. Stare at me. Sure. There we go. Here, fence problems. Here, fence problems. I would say what happened here was, during that high wind, the wind blew it, it ripped it loose one time, and then it just self-destructed, you know. Get on there. It's really not ideal that it's in a rose bush, but we'll trim that off tomorrow. Right now, we're just mainly concerned with getting it turned back on where they are. If we hook this back up at the gate, and then we go look at the thing and it flashes every single time, then we know that we're in business. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, that's what's doing it. It was sending all the electric to that post, and it was going straight into the ground. And that was a short on the fence because it wasn't making the loop back. And that also made the other end past that post dead. So the area that we were trying to unhook the gate had no electric in it. So sure, if we hook this back up and it doesn't fire every time, then we still got trouble right here in River City. Okay, it looks promising. Well, it sounds good, friends. It sounds good. Oh, friends, look at that. Fence fixed. Every single time. Good deal. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.